Needymeds users and friends. Thanks so much for joining me. My name is Carla. I'm the Director of User Engagement at Needymeds, and with today's presentation, I'm going to explain everything you ever wanted to know about our drug discount card. Before we get started, I'll offer a few tips so you can make the most out of the presentation. You can feel free to ask questions by any time by typing them into that questions section of your GoToWebinar control panel. Just know I will reserve answering questions until the end. If I don't get the chance to answer your question, I will follow up with you by email. I will provide the contact information for Needymeds and myself at the end. You can find a copy of my PowerPoint slide deck as well as other materials I thought you'd be interested in that handout section of your GoToWebinar control panel. Also, this webinar is being recorded and will be available on our YouTube channel. With this presentation, I'm going to cover what Needymeds is. I'll talk about the healthcare savings resources we offer. Then we'll get to why everyone is here today. I'll explain everything you ever wanted to know about our drug discount card, and pretty importantly, how you can use it to save on medications, other healthcare costs, and how you can find it on our website. And I'll offer some easy ways to stay in touch with us. So let's get started with what is Needymeds. We're a national nonprofit founded just over 2 decades ago by a retired family physician, Dr. Richard Sagal, and his friend, Libby Overly, who was a medical social worker. That's our mission statement, but simply put, Needymeds connects people to programs that will help them afford their healthcare expenses. And we do that free and anonymously through our website, needymeds.org, and our helpline, 1-800-503-6897. We're going to spend today talking about our drug discount card, but I also want to make sure you're aware of all the other healthcare savings resources we offer. And you can find those on needymeds.org by clicking on that Healthcare Savings tab. And when you do that, a drop-down menu will appear with all these different categories and ways to save on your medications and other healthcare costs. On the top left-hand side, you will find a link to our patient assistance programs that provide the most savings for brand name prescription meds. In that same box, you will also find a link to our $4 generic discount drug program, which is a great resource for finding generic meds for a discounted price. You may even find your prescription at a price lower than your insurance company, so it's worth checking out. If you, your loved one, a patient or client, is in need of affordable primary and preventive care, search the free, low-cost, or sliding scale database for convenient locations for medical, dental, mental health, or substance addiction clinics. Underneath that, you'll find the coupons, rebates, and more section, which connects you to discounted over-the-counter drugs, prescription medications, and medical supplies, just with a quick click of your mouse. For help affording expenses related to a specific healthcare condition, visit the Diagnosis-Based Assistance Program section. Here, you can find programs that will help you afford medical needs that are not necessarily medications. Maybe you're looking for help affording medical equipment, respite care money, or living expenses while receiving treatment, for example. If you or a loved one, patient or client, have been impacted by the pandemic, visit our COVID-19 Resource Center, which is full of programs for those experiencing financial hardships and struggling with healthcare expenses due to COVID-19. Oftentimes, getting to and from a doctor or specialized facility can cause a financial burden. Look for a program that can help you afford your medically related transportation or travel expenses under the medical transportation section. We also have categories that provide camps, retreats, recreational programs, and educational scholarships for people of all ages, all times of the year, living in all parts of our country, living with or caring with someone living with a specific diagnosis. The government programs section is another important destination to search for government-funded healthcare programs and other helpful resources in your state. If you want to learn more about these other resources, I encourage you to sign up for one of our monthly overview webinars. You can check out and register for an upcoming overview webinar on the calendar of events on the bottom right hand of our homepage, or you can watch a previously recorded one on our YouTube channel. So at the bottom of this healthcare savings tab, you will also find a link to our drug discount card, of course, which was one of the most popular and effective ways we help people to save. So let's talk about what drug discount cards are and how they work. A drug discount card can be in the form of a plastic card, like a credit card. It can be printed on paper, or it can be a phone app. The idea is that the patient brings the card with them along with their prescription to the pharmacy and sees if a discount is available. Now, all drug discount cards work in similar ways. They work through what's called a pharmacy benefits manager, PBM, or adjudicator, who sets up the network of pharmacies and negotiates prices on behalf of the marketer, which in this case is Needymeds. Prices and discounts will vary from month to month and from program to program. The price you pay using a drug discount card is the sum of 4 figures. The price plus 3 transaction fees, 1 for the PBM or adjudicator, 1 for the pharmacy, and 1 for the marketer, which again in this case is Needymeds. With our drug discount card, users can bring our card in a plastic credit card form, cut out a piece of paper. Oh, let's go back. You can cut out the piece of paper and use it like that, or you can use it like an app, which you can download onto your phone for free. So you can bring your drug discount card to the pharmacy and save. The Needymeds drug discount card can use to be save up to 80% of the cash price of prescriptions. It can be used to save on over-the-counter medications and supplies written as a prescription. And the drug discount card can even be used to save on human equivalent pet meds. You can also use the Needymeds drug discount card to save 40% off medical equipment. And we'll talk more about how to do that a bit later. The Needymeds drug discount card is free and anonymous. We do not know who is using the card or what prescription is getting filled. We just track the dollar amount of savings and the number of time our drug discount card is being used. Since the cards have no identifying information, that means you can share the same card with family, friends, neighbors, and loved ones. Confidentiality is guaranteed. And chances are you will find a pharmacy in your area that accepts the Needymeds drug discount card, since it is accepted in more than 65,000 pharmacies nationwide. Some other things to keep in mind. As you can see on the screen, the Needymeds drug discount card requires no activation, no registration. There are no insurance, residency, or income guidelines. But keep in mind, not all drugs will be discounted, and discounts will vary from pharmacy to pharmacy and from drug to drug. You will find a discount 85% of the time you use the drug discount card, which is usually half the price of paying cash. Also, something very convenient, the drug discount card never expires. So the big question is, who can use the Needymeds drug discount card? And the simple answer is anyone. The only rule is it cannot be combined with insurance. So if you're uninsured, use the card anytime. If you do have insurance, you may choose to use the card instead. You may do that, for example, if you find your medication isn't covered. Maybe you're in a coverage gap. Maybe your deductible is too high, your copay is too high, or maybe you've exceeded a cap for drug coverage. If you have drug coverage, it's worth comparing the price you would pay against the price the drug discount card offers. 5 to 10% of the time, the drug discount card will actually offer you a better rate than insurance. Keep in mind, the card is not an insurance program, and although it can be used instead of insurance, it cannot be combined with insurance or other government programs. So the drug discount card is ready to use. You just bring the card in whatever format you have it. It could be a plastic credit card, looks like what's on your screen right now. Again, it could be that paper card, or you can download it as a phone app. So you take the card with a valid prescription to your pharmacy and save. Now, as I mentioned before, you can also use your drug discount card to save 40% off the list price of durable medical equipment. This includes products such as bath safety supplies like commodes and grab bars, splints and braces for your ankle, knee, and back, for example, catheters and incontinence supplies, diabetic supplies like needles, testing strips, meters, footwear like inserts, mobility devices, and so much more. And to do this, you simply go to dme.myvirtualdoctor.com. You can shop now to browse the selection of durable medical equipment, or you can search by product category. At checkout, you simply enter the ID code on your Needymeds drug discount card, click apply, and save. As easy as that. So you're probably thinking, if you're getting a discount with this drug discount card, that means pharmacies are getting a lower price for the drug. So why would they accept a drug discount card? Well, there's a few basic reasons. First of all, they're still making a profit even if it's discounted. They're making a sale they might otherwise lose. If you go to their pharmacy and the drug costs $200 without a drug discount card, but $100 at another pharmacy that does accept the card, well, the customer is going to go where the discount is, which brings us to customer loyalty. If you know you're going to get discounts at a particular pharmacy, that is where you will continue to get your prescription filled. And don't forget about the possible extra sales. Now, there's a reason pharmacy counters are at the back of the store. When you go to pick up your prescription, as you walk down the aisles, you'll probably pick up other things you need because it's convenient. Shampoo, tissues, maybe a cute pair of sunglasses. And of course, pharmacies don't want to be the only store not accepting a drug discount card. So basically, peer pressure. Now, there are other drug discount cards out there. So how does the Needymeds drug discount card differ? Well, I think the most important way our drug discount card varies is that we actually hope you don't have to use it. Ideally, everyone would have the coverage they need. If not, our primary goal is to connect you to a program that would help you afford your medications or refer you to an organizational partner. If we don't have such a program and our partners can't help, we want to be able to provide you with some discount, which is why we created our own drug discount card. Also, as I mentioned before, you can remain anonymous using our drug discount card. We do not know who is using the card or what prescription is getting filled. Since there is no identifying information, you can share your card with the loved ones, and you have peace of mind knowing your confidentiality is guaranteed. Also, we do offer a very low transaction fee, passing more savings on to our users, but the fee we do collect supports the nonprofit work we do of providing healthcare savings programs to those in need. So let's talk about how you can get your own drug discount card. So you simply go to needymeds.org, and you may remember if you click on that healthcare savings tab, the navigation tab on the top left, on the bottom right in that drop-down menu, you will see a link to the Needymeds drug discount card. You will also find a link to the Needymeds drug discount card on the left-hand side. Both of those will take you to the Needymeds drug discount card page. And this is where you can print out the downloadable PDF. There'll be instructions on how to download the free Needymeds drug discount card app, and you can do that again for free through Google Play or the iTunes App Store. You can fill out a form, and you'll get to choose your own design, so we can mail some to you. And you could always mail us a self-addressed stamped envelope. Don't forget, if you don't have access to the internet or would just rather speak to a person, you can also give us a call, and we'll be happy to drop one or a few in the mail for you. And of course, I'll provide our toll-free number again at the end of the presentation. One other thing I want to mention, if you work for an organization, we can customize drug discount cards with your organization's name and logo and mail you an unlimited supply of plastic cards and even create a downloadable electronic version in a PDF. To learn more about that, go to the Education tab that's right next to the Healthcare Savings tab and click on the Drug Discount Card Partnerships hyperlink on the far right. So, returning to this drug discount card page, at the bottom of this page, you can find the helpful pharmacy search. Just type in a zip code where you want to pick up your prescriptions, and a list will pop up showing you the pharmacies in your area that accept the drug discount card and the details about the pharmacy, including the pharmacy name, address, and phone number. It'll even show you a map in case you're not sure where that pharmacy is. And you can print out that list. Now, at the very bottom of the page is also the drug pricing calculator. This will help you to find out what your medication will cost before you go and pick it up. And to use that drug pricing calculator, you will need 4 pieces of information: the pharmacy zip code where you'd like to pick up your prescription, the name of the prescription, the dosage, and the day supply, meaning is the prescription valid for 30, 60, or 90 days, for example. Basically, with the pharmacy tracker and the drug pricing calculator, you'll be able to find out where to pick up your medication and what you'll be paying before you head out the door. If you don't have access to a computer or internet, you can always call our counselors and they will find out those details for you. And again, I will share our 800 number again at the end of the presentation. So let's move on now to ways that you can stay in touch with Needymeds. On the top right of our homepage, you'll see a bunch of icons. And you won't be surprised that that's where you can find not only our YouTube channel, which I suggest you subscribe to, so you'll never miss out on any new videos, presentations, or webinars, but you'll also find links to our social media platforms, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest. You can also find Needymeds on LinkedIn. I also suggest subscribing to the Needymeds blog. It's called The Voice, for timely and provocative pieces on healthcare-related topics. We really have a very talented editor, so it's worth reading his articles. Another good way to stay in touch with us is under that Education tab, which is next to that Healthcare Savings tab, where I mentioned you can find information about drug discount card partnerships. Well, you can also find our subscription center there. That's where you can sign up to order print materials such as our drug discount cards, order brochures, and sign up to receive email alerts about program changes. You can also sign up for upcoming webinars, our monthly e-newsletter Vitals, and learn about becoming a Needymeds volunteer ambassador. So let's get to some of those questions coming in. And if you forgot, you can ask questions by typing into that questions section of your GoToWebinar control panel. And I want to go ahead and leave up the contact information as promised as I get to those questions. First of all, if you would like to receive a bulk supply of our drug discount cards and or our most popular brochures, you can drop an email to my friend and colleague Alana at needymeds.org. If you have any questions about this presentation, the material I covered in it, or you're an organizational partner and would like to learn more about getting your own customized drug discount card, or other ways to partner with Needymeds, shoot me an email at carla@needymeds.org. As promised, on the bottom left-hand of the screen is the Needymeds Helpline. It's 1-800-503-6897. Our expert counselors are available weekdays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Time, and we do have Spanish-speaking counselors. And I suggest you take some time to familiarize yourself with needymeds.org when time allows. So let's get to those questions coming in. The first one, what if I find a pharmacy in the pharmacy search, but when I present my card, I guess we're talking about the Needymeds drug discount card, the pharmacist doesn't accept it? Wow, so that's a great question. Now, this doesn't come up very much, but in the odd chance that this does happen, there is a phone number on the back of the card for the pharmacist to call. If they still will not accept it, or they can't or won't make the call, let me know. You can email me. If a pharmacy is included in our list of pharmacies accepting our drug discount card, that means they are contractually obligated to accept it. Sometimes there's a new staff member or pharmacist that hasn't been trained. It happens. So if you can provide me with as much information as possible, such as when and where this happened, the name of the pharmacist, the name and address of the pharmacy, that would be super helpful. And again, you can just shoot me an email at carla@needymeds.org. Another question, you mentioned this webinar is being recorded. Where can I find it? Thanks so much for bringing this to everyone's attention. You can find all previously recorded webinars on the Needymeds YouTube channel. There's an icon for it on the top right of our homepage with all the other social media icons. I believe it's the third one from the left. I suggest, as I said, subscribing. That way you'll be notified when new webinars, videos, or presentations are being added. And don't forget, you can find all upcoming webinars on the calendar of events on the bottom right hand of our homepage. Another question coming in. You mentioned you can use the drug discount card to save on pet meds. How? Thank you for asking that. Actually, we did put together a less than 10-minute video on how to do that, how to use the Needymeds drug discount card to save on your pet meds. Keep in mind, when I talk about pet meds, we're talking about human equivalent pet meds, and we're basically talking about dogs and cats. So go to the Needymeds YouTube channel and type the word pets into the search bar. And like I said, it's a quick 10-minute video. I'll show you everything you need to know. So I do try to keep the question segment brief. So if you did ask a question and I didn't get the chance to answer it, I will email you, but you can always reach out to our call center counselors if you need an answer immediately. For now, thanks so much for your time, and we do hope you stay in touch. Have a great rest of the day.